Hello, Joe.
Hi, Trinny. How are you doing?
I'm very well, darling. Thank you. Joe is here, and Joe has been for many years a practicing shaman and has taken us through five. Have we done five or four? Yeah, five fantastic
Maybe five.
meditations, which you can see on Facebook. And also, I think we've got them listed elsewhere, but it will all be in the links. And tell us today's topic, Joe.
Today's topic is connection. What I was thinking of was basically one of the core symptoms of whenever we feel we're in mental turmoil, whether it's anxiety, whether it's depression, whether it's the isolation of being in lockdown, we start to feel very, very small and we start to feel separate. And the more separate we feel, the worse we feel. So it sort of perpetuates itself. So if you're feeling a bit blue, you kind of withdraw from the world to protect yourself. But by doing that, you can sometimes feel a little worse.
Yeah.
So as we started last week, talking about the sort of skill set of developing a spiritual intelligence, it is not to stop these things happening. I mean, like at the beginning of this week, I felt pretty isolated. Lockdown was it comes in little bursts, and I had a burst at the beginning of the week. And I think always in those situations, the first thing you do is you talk to your friends, you talk to your family, and make sure that you're connecting out, to the people that you know and love. And it's really important. And again, with this community, you connect out to it. But it is allowing yourself a sense of what we're going to use tonight. What I was going to say is that it will happen. The trick is how quickly you stay in that place. And what the spiritual intelligence skill set does is help you recover fast, help you find your balance fast.
Yeah.
And one of the ways that we all know, the best thing to do when you feel disconnected is to connect with nature. But if you're feeling a bit separate, you end up maybe going for a walk in nature, but you still feel separate to it. And it doesn't, you sort of kind of know what you're meant to do, and it doesn't necessarily help. So tonight, I'm going to do a little guided meditation. It's not very long. And I really want to give, hopefully, this sense of that we're not just in nature or part of it, we are nature.
Okay.
But we'll see how it works.
Great. I'm really excited. So, ladies, now, just take a break from all your fantastic comments about the vaccine, and let's have this moment to spend on ourselves, and we can always come back to it afterwards. So I'm ready. I don't know, how do we want, I mean, you were mentioning we might be sitting against a tree, Joe. So in terms of sitting or lying down, it's up to people, but I'm going to actually just lean myself against something which I'm creating as a sort of tree. It's not a tree, but just my cupboard. Yeah, just like, let me just actually do this and move that. There. And I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to turn down, everyone here knows I sort of turn down my lighting a bit so you can see me a tiny bit, but I want to get out of this. There we go.
It is. You will be leaning against a tree in the meditation. So, as you said, Trinny, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is to be comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice. It does help you be there, if you're slightly in the same position.
Okay.
So are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm going to put something against my head because the tree is a straight tree and this tree isn't straight yet. Oh, now the tree is a tree.
It's not a proper tree unless there's a few knobbles getting into your back.
So true, but this is probably how I'd lean against a tree. So I hope everyone's feeling they're against their tree. Okay.
And I think you were right. What you just said is let's just take a moment, settle into yourself. When you're ready, let your eyes shut. Settle into your body. Settle into your breath. Nice, long, lazy breaths. With each exhale, just have that sense that you're withdrawing from your everyday world. You're even withdrawing from your surroundings. Don't worry if there's noise. Let that encapsulate everything so you're nurtured within it. Let the world continue. Notice how your body feels. Just give it permission to relax. Now, using the power of your imagination, take yourself to a beautiful garden. Your idea of paradise. And in this garden, there is a wonderful ancient tree. Sit down by the tree. Let your back rest against its trunk. Use all your senses to be in this paradise garden, leaning against this tree now. Really allow yourself to feel the trunk. And surrender into the tree trunk. Actually allow it to take all your weight so you really feel you're being held. You may hear birds, or the sounds of nature. There may be scents that you can smell. A nice breeze against your face. And notice in front of you a flower. A flower in full bloom, full of vitality, full of life. And really take in this flower. Admire it, color. Maybe it has a scent. As you just notice it growing there, a little way in front of you. And realize that that flower is full of sunshine, it's full of rain clouds, it's full of the soil, it's full of space. So even though it looks separate to everything else in the garden, everything in the garden flows through it. But in this one little flower, the whole universe exists. The sun, the rain, the soil, the minerals, all allowing it to be alive and to grow. And just like the flower, we too are full of the sunshine, the rain clouds, the soil. Within us, the universe also exists. It flows through us with every breath we take. Every inhale, you are breathing in air from the majestic mountain ranges, the sacred rivers, ancient trees, oceans, rainforests. And every exhale you make, you are feeding those mountain ranges, those sacred rivers, those ancient trees, those flowers, those oceans. You are connected with everything around you, not just part of nature, you are nature. And just allow yourself to have that sense of being something far bigger than your individual self. You are the mountains, you are the rivers, you are the trees, you are the flowers. So when you need stability in your life, allow the energy of the mountains to flow through you. When you need flexibility and the power of being able to adapt, allow the energy of the rivers to flow through you. When you need the support of deep roots, let these trees flow through you. Power and passion, let the oceans flow through you. Color and vitality, let the flowers, let their energy flow through you. Just have a sense of you as nature. Have a sense of the whole universe existing within you. The sunshine, the rain clouds, the majestic mountains, the flowing rivers, the color of the flowers, the deep roots of the trees. As you sit there with your back against the tree, take in also the energy that you feel being in this community flowing through you, your loved ones, your friends, and this sense that you are never alone. We can't be alone if the universe flows through us. We are always being held and supported. Just as the tree that you lean against, its branches and leaves protect you, and the sun shines down. Just allow that sense of energy, the support of your friends, the support of the group. So whenever you need it, you call out and ask for it. And remember this moment. As you look down at the flower in front of you, the one which has the universe, the whole universe which exists within it. Look around and you may see some other flowers also growing that you didn't notice at first. Notice how everything is integrated and dependent on each other. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy this moment of being held, of being supported. And enjoy this moment of remembering that you're not just part of nature. You're not just walking through nature. You are nature. It flows through you. It is you. Allow your focus to come back to your breath. And just one last time, as you inhale, remember that you're breathing in the air from faraway mountains, from oceans and rivers and creeks and streams, from trees and flowers, and that each exhale that you're making, you're feeding them. You're feeding those faraway mountains, the rivers, the streams, the trees, the flowers. You're part of the web of life with every breath you take. Allow yourself to feel your own energy in your own body. And take a moment to feel the power of the mountains within you, the power of all nature within you. So that you can remember those moments when our minds make us feel small for whatever reason, that we are as big as the universe. Take a few deep breaths. Come back into your room or wherever you're lying or sitting. Have a sense of your surroundings. Holding nature within you all the time. This isn't something you just have to wait for Friday. You can do this anytime during the week. You can call on any part of nature that you need during the week. And you can call on the energy and support of the group, of this community, whenever you need to during the week. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
That was very, very different from what we've done. I love the fact it's different every week, Joe, but I think that was interesting in how, sometimes personally, I don't want other people to, you need to get settled. So I had to find my garden. It took me a while to find my garden. Found the garden wasn't pretty enough. And then I found another one. And then I put the flower beds very far away. So then I thought, when the flower's in front of me, well, am I seeing it in the grass? My mind can do that a bit. So when, I don't know how much people feel that, but there's an underlying thing in your meditation today of feeling for a second that we are nature. It's a really powerful statement, Joe, and it's very it's like, well, physically do I feel that? But I felt when you first started saying that, I was reminded of all those movies where people had camouflaged themselves as a piece of nature, so they became the tree, or they became, and I really then weirdly felt it then, that feeling of we're a part of every bit of nature. And then that made me really relax into it, that vision of that and what that felt like.
Yeah, if you eat fresh food, and I think probably most of the community does, you are eating sunshine. You are eating rain. We're not separate. We are made up of the same things. We are made up of earth and minerals. We take our minerals every day. They are of the earth. And so we're part of it. we are it.
Yeah. I think some people felt really moved by it. And I think that feeling of when you said we're never alone, you know, I think there are many times we can feel alone, and that loneliness can make us feel disconnected. And I think we've all been there. So that's when I felt most emotional. So have a great evening. You fell asleep. So Joe, I know you always say that's fine to fall asleep because something is going on. Yeah, it's great.
And if anyone's got any questions, I will answer them
if you leave a comment. Lovely. All right, darling, we'll have a great weekend. Thank you so much for
coming on. Thank you. Bye.